Today I will be doing a tutorial on how to get this violet melted root hair color. I start off by mixing Ugly Duckling Brilliant Blonde Bleach, and you only need a couple of scoops. With a 30 volume developer. You have to eyeball when mixing the developer. Make sure it's not too runny, but also you have to make sure it's not too thick. You have to kind of look at it and see when it becomes like a creamy texture. So I start by applying bleach to her new growth, and I'm using the Ugly Duckling bleach. This is the best bleach I've used so far. It only takes about 15 minutes the most, and it gets the blonde to that perfect pale yellow color. So it's been about 10 minutes, and I'm just checking to see if it's bright enough. And it looks like it needs about 5 more minutes. It's still a little too yellow, so I'm going to leave it in for 5 more minutes. The last 5 minutes, I apply the bleach all over the hair just to kind of get an even tone. I then wash and blow dry the hair, and as you guys can see, this is the perfect pale yellow color for me to apply any fun color. I'll be mixing 2 colors for the new growth, one which is Ugly Duckling Intense Silver, and I'll do probably 2 parts of that and 1 part of the violet, only because I want it a little bit more diluted. And this is the Ugly Duckling Violet. This color does not bleed into the blonde hair. I'm really amazed. You know, usually every color I tried with reds or purples, they kind of bleed into that blonde, make it pink, but this stays where I put it. And I'm doing 1 part color and 1 part 20 volume developer. And I love the fact that this color line is creamy and not runny. So I start applying this mixture to her new growth. You can go as low as you want, but today I just want it to look like a melted root. I don't want to go too low. Continue applying to the root area throughout the whole head. So when you're done applying, it should look something like this. Again, you can go a little bit lower, but I only just wanted that root. After only 15 minutes of this violet color on the root, I go on and I mix the rest of my intense silver for the rest of the blonde. So I'm using the rest of the intense silver alone with 20 volume developer. You can do 1 part color and 2 part developer. It kind of gives it a little bit more of a lift. And I'm going to use this color only on her blonde pieces. So with the intense silver, I go and I apply it to the blonde pieces. Now, as you can see, I'm overlapping to the violet, and even though I'm running my fingers through it and trying to see if it'll bleed into the blonde, it stays where I put it. The violet is amazing. As you can see, it's not even bleeding into the rest of the blonde. So continue this throughout the whole head and leave it on for another 10-15 minutes. You can leave it on for longer. It's just I'm the type that when I see the result that I want, I kind of wash it out a little bit beforehand. I guess I'm just impatient, but it's the minute I see what I like, I rinse it out. So about 10 minutes later that the silver was applied, it looks something like this. It's a violet root with a silvery blonde. Now I could keep it longer, but to me this looks about right. I think the longer you keep it, the more of a silver color it will become. this is the happiest moment for me, is when I rinse out this violet root and it does not get into the silver blonde. And everybody has asked me, how is it that my reds and my violets and my colors don't bleed into the blonde? Well, because it's this color line that I love to work with. And this is a happy moment for me. And as a hairdresser, you would know that this is very, very difficult to get. Now I just blow dry in style, and I hope this was helpful. Let me know what you guys think.